Hello. Hello everybody. How are y'all doing? One Drunk Man, Lana, Ryotaro, hello, hello. Peaches, hi, hi. Eric, hello. Prince Dynamite. What's up? Terrence, young homie. Not an X, hello. Thomas, hello, hello. Uncle Pepe, what's up? What's up? What's up, friends? How are y'all doing? So today's build was not in the plans, actually. But I figured I actually might not have time later on in the week, so I just went for it. Yo, Whittle, thanks for tier 1. Is that CRP or is that BSP? It's BSP. It's BSP. Because the rest are double shots. And then it's like mostly double shots and then BSP dice ups. Starting another TKL at 10 PM Vampire Hours? That's not too bad. It's not too bad. We'll be done sooner than you think. You're teasing me with all these TKLs I wanted to get in on? KFE CE, at least there are a lot out there. I think that KFE CE is like one of the boards that I think you can definitely get reasonably. At least based on what I've seen. There were some KFE CEs that were literally selling at cost. And the people were not picking it up, which I was surprised about. Stabs prep? Nah. Okay, not that fast. But still. Let's see. Yo, Mounchi, thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you. As long as Diego's not triggered, surely he can loop stabs under an hour. I believe that I can do that. I believe in myself. I can most definitely loop stabs in under an hour. Yes, if not triggered. Alright. Sorry, just figuring something out real quick. Ay, damn. No artisans? Yeah, I kind of was feeling the novelties today, so I just went with the novelties. Keone and Lighting Life, who to watch? Go watch Keone, it's fine. Alright, let's get started. So, I already tested the PCB, because I had to do something with it. We have our Snow White switches here. Never tried these, apparently these are JWK linears. I believe they are sold by 4015 Keys or something like that. But yeah, kind of creamy looking switches. Lubed and filmed. Okay, stabs, screws and bump-ons, plates, which was sanded slightly for the step caps lock because apparently the KFE poly plates had slightly just a piece of foam. Had a slight incorrect dimension on the step caps lock, or on the step caps lock cutout. So I sanded it slightly so it fits. And PCB. Alright. And here is the board. Comes in a nice box that says KFE on top. And then the bottom just says monokei. Nothing else, I think. I think that's about it. The rest is kind of like this topographical map of maybe Singapore. I don't know. Random topographical figure. All right. Open the box. There's foam on the inside. There's a card that says monokei, and there's a map. Nothing around it, but nice little card from monokei. There's a cloth. Oh, cup cables. Whoa. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you've been well. I've seen some of your updates recently. I hope everything's going okay. I see that you're excited about something, some of the new stuff you're doing. Alright, so then you open this up. And we have a black, it appears, black when keyless KFE with 2 outside weights, one with the bisoromi or villager logo essentially, and the other with the monokei logo. Is this okay? There. Here it is. Nice and clean black KFE. Nothing else here, so just take it out of the way. Alright. So, I mean, you guys might have seen a KFE before, but it's a very simple board actually. It pretty much is, the KFE is essentially a koala replica with F13. That's pretty much what it is. Like this is basically what the KFE is, right? It's a koala replica with F13, and it just has weights. The first version of KFE had internal weights. Excuse me. Went down the wrong pipe. And the KFE CE has external weights. So that's the main difference between round 1 and round 2, essentially. So we'll put this, we'll put this upside down so you guys can see it while I build. Also, not an X. Thanks for the guide on Faith Tools. It was very helpful. I'm glad it was helpful. That's what's meant to be for. Hello and good day, Busy Timmy. Things are getting back normal, thank you. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that things are getting back to normal. That's a relief. That's always a good thing. So we don't have to test the PCB because I already tested it earlier. So we save some time there. Yeah. Wait, okay. Alright, let's get started. Do you like KFE or Frog more? Personally, I do like the KFE more. Just because I like the side profile of the koala. So I like the KFE more. I think it's just a bit simpler, a bit more just cleaner looking for me. And I like the low profile of the koala, or the KFE in this case. Yeah. So let's see. So yeah, if I had to choose between the two, probably I would choose the KFE. Just out of aesthetic preferences. Yeah. How are things in New York City? How normal are you guys? It's becoming pretty normal now. Basically, restaurants we don't have any curfews anymore, pretty much. Like for restaurants and stuff, they can like open till like late. I mean, a lot of restaurants still try to close a little bit earlier, or like bars, right? Like by like midnight. But basically, like indoor dining is there, outdoor dining is here to stay, because for some of the successful places, like they are doing really well with outdoor dining too, especially like now that it's the summer. So yeah, things are getting back to normal. I mean, definitely, like I think like vaccination rate is higher here than in other places, of course, because we had it pretty bad last year. But I would say that there's still like a population that needs to be either gets a second dose or the first dose even. So there's always gonna be a decent percentage right now, you know, with the current state of things, who haven't gotten vaccinated and such. But yeah. Yo, Bueno, thanks for the tier 1 for 5 months. Thank you. And again, a reminder for everybody who is subbing, if you've been a sub for 3 months or longer, you can do exclamation stickers and you can sign up for a free sticker. All the stickers that I send are free. They're sent at random. All the rules are described in the forum though, really. So just check it out. Basically, every 3 months you can claim a sticker. Every 3 months of subbing, you have to be an active subscriber, otherwise I can't verify you, and if I cannot verify you, I will not accept your entry. Yeah, things like that. So just check out the forum if you're curious. Exclamation stickers for that. But yes, it's definitely feeling quite a lot more normal in New York City. The people still are wearing masks outside, of course, but I'm still definitely also seeing that. I'm also seeing that people are kind of being a little careless, I think. Like some people who are not wearing masks outside, but like, which is, you know, I understand that the mandate has changed, but personally, I always still try to wear a mask everywhere I go. Plus, the mandate also says that you should wear a mask for public transportation, which in New York City is basically crucial. So either way, you kind of have to have a mask on you anyway. So. Oh, these are not Zeal stabs, these are Durock stabs that are clear. Cool. These are Durock V2 stabs that are clear. Masks make you feel like a cool villain. Yeah, I'm just used to it. I personally don't even care that they're there. I would rather see people being careful than not, so it's like, for me, it's pretty, it doesn't feel any uncomfortable for me anymore. Pretty much used to it now. Could be wearing it all day and I'll be fine. Can you open Otemu switches with a normal cherry switch opener? No, actually, I think. Wait, Otemu, hold up, Otemu. No, Kale you can't, but Otemu you might be able to. It depends on the shape of the clips. Just look at the shape of the clips on the side. Like, look at a photo maybe of the switch, and if the clips on the sides look the same, then it works. If not, you need like a slightly different one, or you could like use a different tool. What do you think of the Keynergy Ceratus? I think it's cool. A bit too sharp for me, kind of. Like the design is a bit like too much going on for me. I think it looks cool though. But yeah, I don't think like it's not for me personally. Like the design itself is just not for me. Like the aesthetic. But I mean, I'm sure the board itself is fine. I think it's been going, it's undergone a few revisions and such, and like has had prototypes and all that kind of stuff. So I don't doubt it'll be a fine board, like, to use. But as far as the design itself goes, like the shape and whatnot, it's not for me. It's just not the aesthetic I want. Man, people are not masking up here in PA. Big Sag. Yeah, that's kind of sad. Well, in the new HBO Watchmen show, cops wear masks. Oh, interesting. Was that like a change in the script because of COVID? Oh wait. Well, I don't know Watchmen, so I don't know. Maybe it's reality based. Yeah, I barely watch any TV now that I realize, so. Most references I don't get. What do you think of the... I literally answered your question earlier, Screen. If you missed it, I don't know. I don't know why you asked the question. Got that short-term memory, about as short as a flicker of a screen, right? Well, I basically said the aesthetic's not for me. It's a cool board though, and I'm sure they've gone through a few prototypes, so it's a tested board technically. So I'm sure it'll type and feel fine. It's kind of been in the works for a bit, I think. I remember seeing like a teaser photo or like a photo of a prototype or something like a while back. It's kind of been in the works, so I think it'll be a fine board. If you like the aesthetic, the look of it, you know, you should get it. But or like you should have gotten it if it already. I think it already ran, right? So yeah. But personally, not the look I want on the keyboard. It's just, too busy for me. It's too busy. What do you think of the Tomo? I think it's cool. I personally am not huge on the badge, to be honest with you. The layout itself is fine though. The rest of the layout is fine. I'm not huge on the badge. Maybe that's the only thing holding me back, the badge. But the layout itself is fine. The bottom looks pretty, like, I mean, it's kind of like that like TGR JMV2 / TGR 910 SE look with the double, with like the flat bottom and like holdable sides and stuff. So it's cool. Why so much hype behind polycarb keyboards? Because they look nice. Because they look cool. You can diffuse RGB, you can just leave them without RGB and they still look pretty cool. Like nice and frosted and stuff. They look pretty slick. They do sound a little bit different too, but I think most people get polycarb because they like the look. I personally do because I like the look. What's wrong with the badge? Would you prefer a knob? No, I actually prefer the badge over the knob still. I would rather not have a knob at all. I actually would just not do the badge at all, in fact. That would be the best, but I guess since something has to be there for the sake of branding or whatever, maybe even just a small maybe instead of a badge, maybe instead of something circular, I would have been okay with something of a different shape or an engraving or something. I think that might have been a little better for me. Tomo probably the only TGR I can buy. I mean, everyone can buy TGRs if you were around for the group buys. It was just that they're hard to get into because they're first come first serve. Almost everyone who has had a TGR board from the group buys lost at least, like, you know, at least a lot of the people who have been around for a bit lost a few of these runs before getting one. Like, I remember trying to get into 910 and didn't get it. It's like, it just goes like that. But that's also because technically, like, if you think about the JMV2 or the JMV2 CE, these group buys are like over 2 or 3 years old now. Almost 3 years now. It's like 2 years, yeah, 3 years. They're pretty old group buys now. They just have taken forever to fulfill. Well, TGR JMV2 is done, but JMV2 CE is still not done, for example. And that group I opened like a while back. Oh, did I loop the insert but not the housing? Oh, I guess I did. But yeah. Any newer switches recommend that I how new, I guess. And Busy Teamy, thank you so much for the tier 1. Appreciate it. Considering Tomo's SE because it's a TGR, I personally don't care for the SE. 2 reasons. I don't care for polished stainless steel much. And I actually like the colored versions over the silver. I have other silver boards too, so I personally don't feel like crazy over silver. I like silver with like combinations, other combinations, or if like the only options are like black, gray, silver, I'll consider silver probably a little bit higher than like black. But just in general though, like the SE versus the regular, actually I like the regular a little bit more. It's like the same with the K. I wasn't huge on the stainless steel bottom. It was just expensive. It just felt like it was gonna be just expensive for the sake of having stainless steel. And so for me, I was like, I don't care. And I don't care if it's special edition or whatever, limited. Like that stuff is pointless because like you show it off to people, they're gonna be like, oh cool, but honestly nobody cares, dude. Honestly nobody gives a fuck. But Ghost Grizzly, new switches though, I'm not sure honestly. I mean like if you've already tried like lavenders or like Durock palms or cobalts, those are good. Like new linears, I feel they're pretty interesting in my opinion. Like AE boards, reds are kind of neat. Kind of like very smooth cream switches, like with the long pole and all that, kind of clacky, but pretty nice. Like among tactiles, like the U4Ts are probably one of the switches I like, but I do still think that it's a bit too tactile for me. I do prefer slightly less tactility, but still I can keep lubing the insert before the housing, but still a very good switch nonetheless. Like I personally felt like the U4T boba switches are like probably one of the more refined tactile switches that I've seen in recent development and release. So personally, I've enjoyed building those up. That's been kind of fun to see, like fun to try and like listen and whatnot. So Boba U4Ts are pretty nice. I'm not into silent switches, for example, so I personally don't really follow them at all. Like if something's silent, I just skip over it, because I just don't care for them. Clicky switches haven't seen too much more that's really tops, like the box switches. I think box switches are still like the better clicky switch in MX. If you want other like non-MX stuff, I would suggest like trying like Blue Alps or Beam Spring or Buckling Spring. Beam Spring's too expensive for sure, but you know, one of those things that you could try. But yeah, it's there. Like 7V Bealsking, yeah. So like an engraving or a logo would have been okay with that. Instead of the badge for the Tomo. Busy Team is the middle of the day for me here, so I need to get back to work. Sounds good. Are you getting a Jules? Heard they're shipping. I'm actually not getting a Jules. Jules was a 65%, right? So that's why I didn't get it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. At the time, I was not looking for any 65%, so I didn't enter Jules. I like the Jules aesthetic, though. I like the sides. I like what Zamon does. But, yeah, I didn't get Jules. Also, I didn't have money at the time when it happened, I think. I was buying something else, probably. But, yeah. Generally, I don't always look for 65%, so... Yeah. When's Tomo running again? I don't even know. If it's very soon, I actually don't think I might be able to afford it. So, that's too bad. Let's see. I wonder what sort of demand Tomo's gonna get. Quite a bit, probably. Just because of the name, TGR and all that. And because monokei has been doing pretty well, you know? Like monokei group buys have gone pretty damn well, you know? And they've kind of proven themselves with like the K and whatnot, so I feel like they're not gonna have issues selling. When are you building a 7V? Yeah, I should be building a 7V like in a week or two. I would say like a week or two, maybe 2 weeks to be safe. But yeah, should be around then. Should be within the next 2 weeks ish, I would say. I keep doing this sometimes, I swear. Oh, wait, no, I lubed one here. I gotta lube all the housings first. What type of tactility are those? Which ones? The U4Ts? They're kind of snappy tactiles, but not as strong as like Zelio V2s. Slightly less. I'm not sold on the short travel of the Reds. I'm okay with them. I've been using them on the 265, and it's been pretty nice. I thought I also wouldn't like it much, but I actually don't mind it. So, let's see. Topre, best silent. Yeah, Topre's great. Topre's fantastic. Silent Topre, yeah, particularly nice, for sure. Like, it's not entirely quiet, but it's still nice. See, 28th for the Tomo. I see. Ends in 18th of June. Okay. Alright, 3 weeks. 28th, 3 weeks. Okay, so I definitely can't enter at the beginning. There's just no way for me to enter at the beginning. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I'll get one. I might not, actually. Might be irresponsible for me to do so. So I might skip that. Did you join Piggy? I did not, no. I was not interested in Piggy for myself. I did reach out to Jackie about building a Piggy prototype, but I didn't get the prototype, so that didn't work out. But no, I'm not getting a Piggy though for myself. I did not join that. So I think it's a cool board, but yeah. Plan was to go for Tomo. If I lose the Kohaku raffle, it looks like timing will not be on my side. I see. Yeah, I wouldn't rely on them like together like that. Yeah, I think that's kind of hard to predict. Hard to predict what's gonna happen. I would just pick one. Pick the one you like more, and go for it. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, here it is. Okay. I was like, why is there one missing? Okay, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Once the Kohaku raffle, there's no date announced yet. What are you still looking for in keyboard hobby being so long? Not much, to be honest. Artisans, maybe? And maybe one day I'll have a. I think there's a few boards that I like got in for a group buy that I'm excited for. Like, I'm excited for the Dolphin group buy. I'm excited for the Iron Keyboards Rogue because I like supporting my friends, and like I like Poner's like design language too. I like the N-Dash a lot, for example, but N-Dash, you know, doesn't have a public run or anything, so maybe one day that'll happen. If it happens, maybe I'll enter that. What else? One day I would love to own a No-TD 356 Mini. That's definitely a goal of mine, to own one day. Maybe it'll be not now, maybe it'll be like 10-20 years from now when I have an actual job and income, and I'll just purchase it outright. Who knows? Who knows? But right now it's like one of those things that I would not justify, like at the price they go for. It's pretty stupid. I would do it when my disposable income far exceeds that of that particular price tag. Even if it's a silly purchase, you know? Like, that's the kind of thing. I wouldn't make a bad purchase like that when... Bad as in, like, unnecessarily expensive purchase like that when I can't afford, like, many times more than that, you know? So, yeah. Kohaku Koi Rear is very pretty. Yeah, indeed. Pull some money out of Doge and be a little irresponsible. I actually don't have stocks. Like, I mean, I don't have any crypto. I have zero. I have no crypto at all. No crypto. Never really understood crypto when I was younger, and so I never got into it. I'm actually I'm a very risk averse person. I'm actually a very anti gambling basically kind of person. I get very scared about gambling and stuff. I tend to not bet on things unless I'm very sure that I'm gonna get it right, basically. I'm a very risk averse person though. So crypto is like a very, very much something that I would not do. What do you think of GMK Parcel? I think the colorway is fine. A bit stark contrast, but I don't like the text mod, so skip for me. Also, there's a lot of key sets with white base already, so I personally don't care for it. But if you don't have a key set with a white base and you like it, it's not a bad option. I think Bib does good work, but you know, that's like if you like it enough. Are you gaining monokei Tomo? I'm not sure. I said it. Kohaku the house date? No. Oh, Kirang. Hello. 안녕하세요. Mrs. Dolphin by this much? Oh, you did? Really? You've been active for a while, Terrence. Iron Rogue hasn't run yet? No, it hasn't run yet. I think it's still. I think Poner's still prototyping and stuff. So, I saw Heine sold his N dash for a ton of cash. Yeah. Sometimes it do be like that. Yeah, he sold it for personal reasons. Yeah. Def more committed to Kohaku. Have like 2% hopes of winning. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You only live once, indeed. YOLO. Please give Iron Rogue and Zekin's RBBT kill. Oh, RBBT kill, huh? You want that, huh? Interesting. Cool. Yeah. K-pop boards, huh? They're cool. I think the only board I identify with more generally might be IU. I think that might be the only one board I truly identify with because I grew up, like, IU is like my age. IU and I are the same age. And I actually grew up like listening to IU, you know? But like RBBT Kill or like all these newer groups, like anything from like Red Velvet and onward, I actually don't know. I know Mamamoo, so anything theme or Mamamoo would be okay with me. If there were like a Heian like themed board, I would be all over it. But yeah, I'm not into K-pop beyond like early 2010s. Or actually I stopped following K-pop around 2015 when I like around the time I was out of college. So now's a good time to buy if you're interested. That's the thing. I'm still scared. What about stocks? The problem with stocks is also you need to have. I mean, like I have like a few like index funds, right? Like ETFs. But that's it. Like boomer stocks. I think that's the only stuff I would probably spend on. I'm a very risk averse person. I'm like the kind of person who, like, if I'm not 100% informed, I can't commit to it. I have a lot of fear of like losing. Yeah. So yeah. So that's why I don't invest. So it kind of sucks for me because I know that there's a lot of opportunities to do it right, but it's like I either need a financial advisor, like legitimately, I need someone who would tell me what to do and like reassure me that I'll do well. But otherwise, I can't commit by myself. I honestly don't have the guts to commit to investments. Yeah, that's just how I really feel about stocks. Like if somebody like genuinely out of concern were like, Diego, you should maybe like do this and invest this way and this way, and you know, like you'll kind of like set yourself up for the future and whatnot, I would do it. But I legitimately I've read upon like I've read like Investopedia and that kind of stuff, and like read some books, you know, read like Ramit Sethi and like a few like self like finance stuff and whatnot, and that's all cool. But I also don't make enough money to like have out enough to like invest. So I just save a little, but that's about it. Yeah. You could say it's like, especially because I'm in keyboards, so it's like I can't maintain like a hobby like this and like also like do all these things. And so it's like I kind of decided that I prioritize my own happiness currently than you know, saving for retirement. I'll focus on retirement later, I guess. Yeah. Spend all the BTC I mined on weed from dark web. Huh. What other white-based keycaps do you like? I like Stormtrooper. I mean, Minimal is okay, but I don't like the text mods. I personally, Kuroshiro is good. Kuroshiro is a good set with white base. What about Big Bang or 21? I love Big Bang and 21. I grew up with those, yeah. I actually have some of 21's and Big Bang's older CDs. Not here, but at home. I actually bought some of their older CDs when they came out. Maybe they're worth something now, but I wouldn't sell them anyway. I took my Doge profit out to reinvest in other crypto, and with my profits, I'm technically not losing anything but the profit I made. Yeah, so that's a good thing. I think people who do that, it's a smart thing to do. But again, see, the first step to invest your profits in something and like, you know, be able to lose it and not suffer is to first of all, you need to make profits. So what do I consider my made profits? That's the hard part, and I'm kind of scared to do that. Yeah, so yeah, investing is kind of it's unfortunate. I feel like it's unfortunate. I feel like I'm kind of like dooming myself. Like I'm kind of like putting myself in a pickle by not being willing, or by being like not being informed enough yet at my age. Buy the dip, but that dip further. But how do you know if it's gonna keep dipping or not? You know, that's the kind of stuff. Like that's why, you know, like due diligence is important, right? For certain stocks, right? It's like if you understand where things are going, or like what the people like behind those stocks are doing, you would kind of know where it's going, right? But you can't predict, so you have to just commit and buy, right? And like hodl, you know. I'm scared of that shit. I'm scared of putting money where I can't, where I don't know what's gonna happen with it. Yeah. It's tough. Do you prefer YCA connectors on your cables or Limo? Limo is nicer, but Limo is expensive, so YCA is fine. Limo is very expensive. Like, original Limo is very expensive though. The feeling when some K-pop idols are my niece and nephew's age. Keyboards are an investment? Yeah, you could say so. I mean, people say that, but the problem is people say, like, Diego, you have keyboards that are worth... Oh, the camera froze. Oh, shit. Hold up, I'm fixing it. Sorry about that. I don't know, maybe I moved it or something. Yeah, it's weird. Alright, it's back. I think I must have moved the cable or something. Sometimes it happens. Anyway. Where was I? Yeah, so people are like, oh, Diego, you own a great keyboard collection. It's basically an investment. It's worth so much, blah, blah, blah. You should sell. Yada, yada. But honestly, I'm a goody two-shoes, man. I think that's the issue. I'm a bit of a goody two-shoes, and I'm scared of selling for a lot and stuff, and like getting bad mouth over it and shit. Yeah, that's me. I'm tempted to. Like, I've had people offer some ridiculous numbers and stuff, and I'm like, huh. That could be a lot, but the question is, what would I do with that money after that, right? People are like, oh, you should invest it in stocks, and then what if I like fucking lose it? Put it in the wrong place instead. Just it stresses me out. The stress is enough to say like I'm not even gonna try. It just stresses me out. I can't. Adulting is very hard, guys. Adulting is just very fucking hard. I hate it. It sounds really immature right now, but it's just the way I truly feel about money. I'm scared to invest. I don't resell. Yeah. Choose a gamble with the mindset that I'm going to lose first. I see. Hesitant to join any GMK now. Lead time's like 2 years. Price hike base to 140. Huh. Be clear, I'm girls' generation age. Oh, I see. Oh, you're not that old, 10p. Just come on. Putting yourself in the pickle. Pickles are dope. I love pickles, though. Yeah. Alright, was the Zekworks Ogre a private group buy? Is it just nobody selling them or the aftermarket? It was a public group buy. You were able to join the Zekin Ogre, Zekworks Ogre. It was an actual group buy on Keycaps. Is that your AC? Yeah, my AC is what's currently in the background. Okay, going back. Honestly, you're a person with good morals and values. Nah, I'm not. I'm greedy too. I'm greedy too, Screen. I just. Okay, let me put it this way, guys. My heart, my brain and my heart tell me like, Diego, fucking sell out, dude. Like, just do it. Look at these numbers. Sell out. Sell your Jane. Sell your whatever artisans. Just sell out. But I'm a scaredy cat, basically. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I feel super scared. And then I'm like, what do I do with all this money? so yeah, I just can't do it. And I'm not gonna ask someone else to do it. That's when my morals would stop me, or like whatever, ethics. I would be like, what? No, I'm not gonna tell someone else to do like the dirty work for me. That's shitty. It's deceiving other people. That sucks. That's no bueno. Greatest things in life are behind fear. True that. True that. It's too bad I'm a scared person. This might sound dumb, but is it useful to keep the sheets the Deskeys films come on? Oh, some people keep them, right? For FC mod? I think FC mod uses those Deskeys remainders. 10p just can probably confirm since I don't know the FC mod too well, but I'm pretty sure FC mod relies on like the leftover Deskeys stuff, right? Having a cushion is good, so you can take more risk and still have room to fall. No, for sure. Well, like I have a cushion for sure. I do have a cushion, guys. I'm scared, but not financially irresponsible. Like I budget myself and I stick to the budget. I pay my bills, right? I don't risk things beyond a certain extent, and I have like emergency funds and all that kind of stuff. Like that stuff I figured it out. It's basically automated. The only thing I don't do is basically like the gambling section of the market, which is resell, stocks, investments. Like assets like that. I don't think of keyboards like that, basically. I also don't think of keyboards like assets that I'm investing on. I never think of it that way. I'm just like, oh, the value of that keyboard for me is $500 US. You know, that's the value of my of the keyboard I buy. Throw it into an S&P 500 ETF and forget it's there. True, yeah, I could do that. Well, I mean, I do some of it. Like I do put it into like a few VTI and or like VXUS, like those stocks, like the Vanguard funds. I do some of that. I did some of that starting like from COVID. Scaredy cat overagrees what you're saying. Yeah. Sell Jane, buy a Lambo. Lambo would get ruined so quickly in the West, in the East Coast. A Lambo in the East Coast is suicidal. It would get ruined so fast because the weather's so shitty. Not to mention the roads are not that great either. Yeah, using a nice car in the East Coast is like, unless you're planning to rotate that car every so often, not worth it. Not worth it at all. I see Lambos all the time here in Michigan, but Michigan's Midwest is a little different, I think. East Coast though. Well, actually, well, no, never mind. Michigan, yeah, I understand, but people probably just don't care. Yeah, yeah, actually, yeah. If you're rich enough to get a Lambo though, you can always preserve your card. So, but if you're like a noob and you somehow land a shit ton of money and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna buy a Lambo, and then you don't know what to do with it properly to maintain it, you would ruin it super fast. While we're talking about random keywords, do you see the Matrix Falcon? I did, of course. I've seen the Matrix Falcon for a while. It's been out for many months now. It's just that they are doing that international group buy. Or did an international sale. But I didn't get into that because I was not interested. My fear is one day I die and my children will have no idea toss my keywords into a trash or a garage sale. That is most likely what will happen with my shit if I die and don't have a will. I should write a will. I should notarize that shit and write a will. Never mind. I actually know someone who could take care of that. Oh, okay. I'm good. I'm sure that money could go to good use. And I know who could do it. So, I'm good. You can use the leftover to abandon mod? Yeah. Let's see. As long as you garage and maintain, it's good. Don't think those cars are rust and say are they made of steel. I mean, I'm not talking about rust, but, you know, it's still just maintenance, dude. It's like, if you want to keep your nice car nice and pristine and good looking, you still gotta take care of it, you know? Gotta take care of that. It's like taking care of any regular car for sure, but also people are shitty out there, man. They're gonna be like, oh, this guy, look at this guy with a nice car, let's scratch it all over. Or, like fucking, like, randos, like, hit and run kind of people. I've seen that shit. People throwing, like, basically, like, acetone. Basically causes, like, all your paint to, like, fucking come off. Become, like, little chips. But, yeah. Anyway. But I also would not buy a Lambo. I would have other things before I would ever buy a Lambo. First of all, I think my #1 priority if I had a lot of money is real estate. Real estate is the place to invest. Physical assets, man. Physical assets are where it's at. Real estate. Physical assets, so keyboards and more artisans and shelves for them. Let's go. That's right. You guys get the idea here. All right. South facing spacebar. What do you recommend for shelving? Well, I mean, I only have those those are the IKEA cubby shelves. So that's what I have to just keep things inside of the cubbies. But I don't have any shelving that allows for like display. I don't have display space like that. New York City doesn't allow for that kind of stuff. I mean, well, specifically because I'm not living in my own apartment. Like I'm renting and I live with roommates. So you know, there's no such luxury for space unless it's just in my own room and like. But even then, like, yeah, it's not like there's a lot of space either. And I could, you know, you could always like do like hanging shelves and all that, but that stuff gets me really scared too, because it's like, what if it falls and like, you know, you like dent your nice board? That's like the nightmare. Yeah, hanging shelves are too scary. Too scary. Where are the screws? Here are the screws. Spent $60 in JTK trays. Oh, JTK trays. JTK trays kind of pricey, no? I'm about to move back to the city and resetting up my stream setup is gonna be a nightmare. Oh, that sounds rough, actually. Do I isolate this? Yeah, I'm gonna use a washer for this. Even though it's probably not necessary, but still. Not looking forward to New York City rent? You get used to it really fast. New York City is actually, it's more than rent, I think. So it's really the cost of living comes from like everything else, food and like things that you do, like if you go out often, that kind of stuff. That's where it piles up really fast. Housing definitely is expensive though, but it's the other stuff that really piles up quickly here in the city. What keyboard is that? This is a TCV3. Why use those washers? Because I'm electrically isolating the screws from the electrical pads on the PCB. That's what the washers are for. You've seen people use these, Solji. This is not your first build that you're watching. You've definitely probably seen these being used. No? I mean, if not, well, that's what they are for. They're made out of fiber and they are just insulators to electrically insulate these screws from the pads on the PCB, so that you can avoid causing shorts when the screw either shorts two different pads or the screw touches some metal part in like the case or something. Yeah. But the last Durock stabs I got didn't come with them, and the ones I got today did. Haha, I see. Yeah, I think it's I think some provide them and some don't, I think. Yeah, it's weird. Maybe it's the vendors who provide them, I'm not sure. Or maybe certain batches started with it, but some didn't. Yeah, IDK. But I mean, I also have a lifetime supply of these little washers. So, because I bought like the 1600 pack or something like a couple of years ago, and I still have a ton of them. It's actually cheap as hell though. It takes a while to ship, but it's cheap as hell. So I just got that and I forgot about it, basically. Hey Obsidian, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Do those washers come with the stabs? I know Durock V1s don't. Always stabs come with clear plastic ones. Well, in this case, these Durock V2 ones came with them. And I think the Prime KB ones do come with them too, if I recall. I can check though. I have a bunch of Prime KB stabs, so I can check those. Give me 1 sec. I can check. I'm pretty sure that starting from the V2, they like definitely provided these, like the V2 Durock stabs. I'm not sure about OA stabs or like C3 stabs. I think they do too, but I'm not entirely sure because I don't buy them. But let's see. So Prime KB stabs do come with them. Prime KB stabs come with the washers. The Durock V2s. C3 stabs, yes, for sure, I see. Are you telling me you aren't going through the 1600 washers in a few builds? That is correct. That is exactly right, my friend. I sometimes don't go through the 1600 washer bag or whatever. All right. Oh, we're done with stabs. Hey, an hour and we're done with stabs. Look at that. You guys were doubting me. Stabs under an hour? Let's go. No rants? Yeah, no rants. I mean, well, I've also been talking while doing stuff, so it's like been fine. Last time I literally just stopped doing the work and like was talking, like last stream, like yesterday. That was why. We took forever on that one. Bring back 2.5 hour long stabs? Are you sure? Do you want me to be like the role model of stab lubing? Like Mr. Types? The friends we have made along the way? We can handle it. I'm sure some of you can, yeah. I do have work tomorrow though, so. Although I don't have to go in super early, but yeah, still. Okay, make sure that these are clipping properly. The corners, be sure. Alright, so we need to test the stabs and also test the step caps lock because I sanded it down a little so it fits flush. Okay, it fits perfect. Doesn't look crooked. I accidentally sanded on the tab a little, but that was just my mistake. Not a big deal though. Okay. Is this one of the fixed poly plates or no step caps? I sanded it, yeah. Is this a client? Yeah, this is a client build. Client build. Client build. Alright. Alright, let's give these stabs a try after I put these two switches in. Alright, let's give these a shot. So I actually have already decided what key set I want to put on this, but that's just because I kind of figure I want to follow what people suggested last time. So I actually have EPBT Retro Cyrillic here, which, well, so the reason I'm actually going to use this right now is also because I want to test PBT caps on these stabs. So when you're doing stabs and you're, let's say that you are lubing your stabs, you want to actually test your stabs for both PBT and ABS if you're thinking of using PBT and ABS, or I guess. Main reason, because PBT caps can have some warp to them, and if you don't test your PBT caps, you could end up having some stabs that work with ABS fine, but don't work with PBT, and vice versa. Yeah, PBT problems, you know. PBT problems. I think the newer ePBT stuff has come out pretty nicely, but I feel like some of the older stuff, or occasionally people get some like really bad stabs. I mean, really bad stabilized keys, like the longer keys and stuff. So worth checking these anyway. Either way. All right, let's try these. Oh, forgot the backspace. $2021, you're the 75%, and macro columns. Macro columns maybe, but I'm not sure about 75%. 75% are a bit niche still. I think they'll remain that way for a while. Okay, that one's good. Lightning, will you be getting the Tomo? I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I'll have the funds for it, to be honest with you. I don't make my bed. Yeah, I think that's my main worry if I were to consider it. Alright, so far PBT is good. Ooh, the spacebar might be a little tight, huh? Not that I'm surprised about this, but still. We'll see. Spacebar does seem a little tight. Oh, it's not terrible. It actually doesn't buckle or anything, so that's a good sign already. At least it means the wire is fine. And the cap's not like shrunken or anything. It's still a little tight. A little tight on these stabs though. Ooh! Did it pop a wire? Nope, it's fine. Okay, let's try ABS now. So PBT seems to work, so let's try ABS now. These are tight, man. Even with this anti-stabilizer wire popping, anti-popping technology, I still get very nervous. These are tight, man. Still gotta use my two fingers so I can carefully lift them up. All right, so now that we're done with PBT, let's try some ABS. So 7U. Enter, shifts, and backspace. All right. Okay, that one's fine. Oh, that's good. All right, good. So far, so good. That's good. Okay, good. sounds good. Alright, stabs are good. Moving forward. Let's go. Stabs. What on God is a Snow White switch? I think it's a JWK linear, if I recall. So, that's what it is. You know the drill, Druas. Any new switch that you don't know is most likely a JWK switch. And if it's not JWK, go through the list. TTC, Kale, Otemu, Gateron. Never Cherry, because Cherry doesn't really do any good new stuff. Ever. The only time I feel like Cherry will have good switches is when they retool their old stuff or when they release Nixies again or something like that. Which will never happen, probably. But, you know. But you go through that list. JWK / Durock, right? Gateron, KTC or whatever. Otemu, Kale. Yeah. Aren't Hyperglides good? I mean, they're okay. I mean, but the Hyperglides are basically old switch. Are basically they don't have new switches. They're just molds being refreshed in manufacturing, right? In production. Allegedly new technology, but let's be real, it's just smoother plastic parts. Right? It's not a new switch. Nothing's new about it. MX Blacks are still MX Blacks, MX Browns are still MX Browns, you know? That's what I mean. They don't have different housings or anything like that. Nothing's changed about them. That's what I mean. Nothing else. Gateron do recolored longer than JWK? Yeah, Gateron's been around for forever now too, so. I mean, technically any Zeal variant is a Gateron variant, essentially, because, you know, Gateron makes these. So, you know. Same old, same old. The Switch game has not quite changed as much. The box switch was pretty crazy, though. Like, this, outside of the whole box gate thing, though, like, box switches actually, like, pretty crazy. Like, it was a big change when those happened. It was a big change. It was something different. You can definitely see why, like, Novel Keys is successful, because they do try to bring something new. Like, definitely box switches were that, like, big thing when they first started doing such stuff. Are the ink varieties so much different? I really like my ink blacks, but how much do they differ from non-ink variants? I think the inks are definitely different. Inks are definitely different. Like, they definitely sound and feel, like, different. What do you think the biggest milestones for the keyboard community were? Like when? Like recently? I think box switches is definitely one. I think better PCB standards has been good too. Things like seeing like just like QMK via overall, like all across the board a bit better. Like the phasing out of boot mapper and that kind of stuff. This has been really nice. Mounting systems hasn't really, like, it's not crazy, but I do think, like, for example, take like the mute mount from RamaWorks. Yo, Hugo, what's up, dude? 28 people, hello, welcome, raiders. So like, what was I talking about? Sorry, I got distracted. Like some mount, like the mute mount from RamaWorks, or like the Salvation where it has that leaf spring stuff. That kind of stuff is pretty neat. I think that's kind of like pretty cool achievement in recent years, or like recent like cool new trends and stuff. I think that's kind of been pretty neat to see. What else? I don't know. Accomplishments though, like I don't know. It's like what else is there, guys? Oh, like more centralized things, like kind of like seeing like like slightly more aggregated places for like group buys and stuff. Like Mech group buys is pretty neat resource, or like the Keycap calendar or whatever. That one's pretty neat too. but like seeing that like as the community is growing, there's like resources growing with it too. Although not quite enough, but it's still growing. That's been good. Film your skit, dude. I don't even know what I'm gonna film. I don't even know how to film. What is a film? MechGroup is actually goated. Yeah, it's a great resource for sure. Open source stuff maybe much better than closed source. Yeah, so it's actually been kind of nice to see like those kinds of things like PBD. I mean not PBD. PCBs being more accessible. First of all, like the QMKV kind of stuff is neat, and then like plate files being open, like more often than not these days. Like people ask for them and people get them. That kind of stuff has been pretty cool to see because people get to experiment a bit with that. I think that's a nice trend. Yeah. I don't like NK creams, but they're different when they first released. Oh yeah, they were definitely different. I got the prototype NK creams back when. Just take a bunch of pictures and put them back to back. Do you see Tommy Innit got an F1A8X from Glarsis? Who's Tommy Innit? Sorry. I don't even know who that is. Cool though. Must be a famous person. Sorry, that's how disconnected I am from the world. I don't know who this Tommy Innit is. Who's this Tommy Innit person? I guess people in chat also don't know I'm not getting a response. Big Minecraft YouTuber, almost 10 million subs on YouTube, no worries though. See? I know like Ryan Higa or something. Or like old YouTube. I don't know Minecraft YouTubers though. I don't follow Minecraft actually. That's the thing. ReZero mean Ram who? Huh? Who's that? I redeemed push-ups? Oh yeah, you did. Wait, you did? Wait, hold up. People have been redeeming stuff and I've not been told. Sorry, I must have not been paying attention. I apologize for that. Let me open up my dashboard and check. I didn't realize. Sorry. I'll do push-ups in a bit shortly. Let me just confirm what I've been missing out on. You've got a push-up queue? Oh shit. Okay. Oh yeah, there's 20. I see 20 now. I don't see anything else though. So okay, that's not too bad. 20 is fine. I think I limit it to 30, but just in the interest of time, I don't want to do more. Also, because TBH, I can't do too many either. I could do maybe like 50 total, but I can't do them straight. I can do them all straight. Okay, I owe 20 push-ups, huh? Okay, all right, I'll do them after this switch. All right, 20 push-ups. Lightning 2 famous for Tommy Innit, more like Lightning 2 uncultured for Tommy Innit. I don't even know who these people are. I swear, I just don't know them. Sorry about that. Hello, what's up? Alright. think that was 20. Did I miscount? I hopefully didn't. Whew. Okay. Oh, John, hello. How are you? Were there 2 redemptions? There were, indeed. There was one like 15 minutes ago and one just now. Whew. Whew. Sweating a little. So, because it's been really humid today. So, I'm definitely getting a little sweaty here. Okay. Sam, hello. What's up? How you doing? Is there gonna be a big KeyCon this year? This year? No, not this year. Not this year. This year's too early for that. Maybe next year, but not this year. Most certainly not this year. That's way too optimistic, and also very irresponsible to ever do that this year. Do you see my question on inks versus regular Gatorons? I lost connection for a bit. Oh, no problem. I did see it and answer it. But I said that inks are different from regular Gatorons for sure. Like the housing itself kind of has a different sound to it. Like when you bottom out on them, they look different, of course. Yeah, they're certainly different. What's a cat light thing on your desk? It literally is what you described. It's a cat light, and you can tap it, and it'll turn into like RGB cat. Although I think it's kind of dim right now. Must be running out of battery. And then if you tap it again, turns off. It literally is a cat light. I think if you do exclamation cat lamp, I believe there's a link to it. And exclamation gear also links you to all the gear I have like on my desk or like for streams and stuff. If there's something that you see that it's not linked, maybe I need to find the Amazon link for it. I haven't. Maybe I just forgot about it. But yeah. That's really poggers. It is. I've had it for a while now. You know who started that? I think actual Glacier, I think, was the person who kind of started that. Who had like cat lamp in his videos, and I thought it was the cutest thing. And I was like, I want one of those, like for my like little table next to my bed and stuff. So that's kind of how I got one. But I like it. I miss Glacier videos. Yeah. KFC? Oh, KFC. Oh, Ozzy, hello. Also, I haven't had Kentucky Fried Chicken in so long, and I kind of want some. I actually love fried chicken. I know that the only reason I don't eat fried chicken often is because I'm the unfortunate kind of person who can get one of those family-sized buckets and I'll eat all of it by myself. Like, eventually it's gone on the same day. It's kind of bad. So that's why I try not to order takeout stuff a lot often, because like eventually just goes away. Like if it's near me, right? I'll eat maybe like 3 and I'll be like, I'm full. But if I keep it there or something, like if it's near like in my room or something like that, if I don't like take it to the fridge and like, you know, put it in the fridge or something, I'll like keep eating it, and it'll be gone. End of the day, I'll be like, oh, I'm not hungry anymore. I wonder why. And then I'm like, oh, I just ate like 10 pieces of chicken. And like 2 biscuits. And like coleslaw and mashed potatoes. Just don't order a bucket, but it's not worth not ordering a bucket. There's delivery fees and shit. Nah, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth ordering like a meal. Where were you during the Perry contest? I eat a lot, but I don't eat fast. So the biso challenge is silly for me because I can't eat fast. I eat a lot, but I don't eat fast. Korean fried chicken though? I mean, Korean fried chicken is great and all. It's not near me though. I mean, I would have to go downtown for Korean fried chicken. It's also more expensive, so it's a bit different. You should try Localis in New York. Okay, I'm writing that down. I welcome literally every good food recommendation you guys have, at least for me in New York. Just tell me, I'll write it down, and I actually bookmark stuff, and I try to go to things. So, have you tried the Water Kings V3? I will be trying the Aqua Kings, yeah, soon. Not yet, but soon. I definitely have a board with them. It is super hard to get a spot, so stay prepared. Oh, I see. Okay, good to know. No, that's actually good to know. Thank you for letting me know, Slifa. So there's a bit of a demand there, and so you need to get a spot. Okay, all right, cool. That's good to know. Because some places, you know, you can just go and get it. It's just a matter of you going and getting it. But some places you actually have to like sign up for lists or reservations and whatnot. So that's important. That's good to know. Isn't Localis a pretty OG spot? Yeah. I just haven't been though myself. I just haven't been myself. I've been to like all the other places, but I don't think I've been to Localis. Alright. We're done with these guys. Karage from Raku. Oh, dude. Sorb. I love Raku. Raku. Oh, Raku is easily one of my favorite spots in the city. Like top. Easily one of my favorite spots. I love Raku any time of the year. I don't care if it's a hot day. I'll love their udon. Oh, so good. Joe's, when I tried New York City pizza, I mean Joe's is great too. Yeah. Will you go on a Raku date with me? Yeah, dude. Let's go. If you visit, we'll go. I'll take you to Raku. There's other places I also would take you to, but Raku is definitely one of them. Do you guys, for those who know New York, do you guys know like Hakata Tonton? They do pig feet, hot pot. They do hot pot and they also do like other kinds, but hot pot is like their staple. It's like perfect for the winter. Hakata Tonton. They have tonzoku. It's called tonzoku. It's basically pig feet. It's delicious though. Things just melt in your mouth. If you haven't, though, look it up. Maybe go in the winter. I think the winter time is the best time to go, or like whenever it's a little colder. All right, let's get this soldered up. Cat's Deli, yeah, Cat's Deli is good for sure. Cat's Deli is hard to miss, but I mean, you know, good sandwich. It's like always good. Did I unplug this by accident? I think I might have. Alright, there we go. I have to try Hakata. Oh, it's so good. You definitely should try it. I went to Jeju Noodle Bar when I was in. Oh, yo, Jeju Noodle Bar is delicious too. Yeah. Jeju Noodle Bar is really fucking good. That spot also is super good. A bit on the pricier side, but very, very delicious. That's probably the most recent time I've thoroughly enjoyed Korean food outside the house. Yeah. It's definitely one of those spots that like really does Korean food differently and like really well too. I thought it was a delight to go there. Like I've only been there once. Wait, twice, and both times just bomb. Super good. Oops, drop the phone. Ugh. I am like sweating in here. It's super hot. Why is my AC not running? Just went to Jersey Fort Lee last Saturday from some Korean pig feet. 족발? Oh, yo. 족발. Oh, 감자탕탕. Yeah, super yummy too. That's a good spot too. I don't go to Fort Lee often, but I mean, for me, it's like right across the bridge. I mean, I don't have a car, so that's the main inconvenience. I know that I can always cross by bus and come back, or like just take an Uber. But yeah, I don't go there often. But yeah, still, if I were to meet like a lot of people there, I would go, but by myself I wouldn't do it, or like, yeah, not often justified. So alright. How's your night been, Lightning? Pretty good, Awkward Gamer. How you doing? So far, so good. Running through a build faster than usual, but it's been good. Today I'm not gonna do sponsor segment just because it's very long, but I will let you guys know that just the two more important announcements that are more time sensitive is that today GMK Zooted is on its last day, so if you're interested in that set, novelkeys.xyz currently has GMK Zooted for the last day of the group buy. And the second announcement that I would make is that tomorrow at 11 Eastern Time, the Obliterated 75 by Keycaps in aluminum version will be dropping, so that will be an in-stock sale tomorrow at 11 Eastern on Keycaps. So I think those are the two most time-sensitive items. But other than that, the other group buys, you can always check out all the different sponsors. You can do exclamation sponsors to get all of the links and check them out. For promo codes, we have a promo code for Hugo's website, which is keyspresso.ca if you're in Canada, and we also have a promo code Thunder for novel keys. But there's a link for both on the right hand side of your window if you're on your PC browser. They're on the right hand side under the sponsors banner. Oh shoot! I accidentally soldered something that I had a bent pin for, so I'm gonna resolder this. What's Keyspresso running right now? Radiant TKL is running right now, I believe, on Keyspresso. There are a bunch of switches. I think for a while there was EPBT 6085. I think, is that still running? Might be still running. Yeah, there's a few different things, but keyboards wise, there's the Radiant TKL, I believe. That's the most recent thing I remember. Okay. Is it common for CRP sets to have warping issues? I would say even, I mean, they can have some warping, but it's definitely not too bad. Like, all PBT can have warping if improperly treated, or like, you know, if like coming out from the mold and stuff, from cooling and stuff. But CRP has definitely had pretty good QC. I mean, they throw away a ton of stuff because of QC to make sure that the Keycaps that they send out are straight and whatnot. But yeah, you can still always get a dud. I mean, that's always a possibility. Yeah. You should not like discount the possibility just because it's CRP or whatever. They can certainly have that issue. Gonna head out. Got finals tomorrow. Good luck on your finals, Spliffo. And Tempest, hello. Older kids can have funky stems. Space Force can have a little banana sometimes. Yeah, CRP can have some issues, but I mean, again, they're not nearly as bad, I feel. I think EPBT has had more issues like that before. But yeah, CRP can have it too, though. If it's PBT, you should always know that it's possible. Especially PBT, rather. But ABS can have warp Keycaps as well. We've definitely seen those too. Just drove 5 hours back from the New Zealand meet? Damn, 5 hours is a long drive. 10 hours round trip? Yeah, that's a long time, dude. How was it, though? How was the meetup? I heard people had a lot of fun. Hope it was good for you. Why you always got a crazy board? What do you mean? That's what people send me to build. I guess it's the perk of building for specific people who like specific boards, I suppose. I don't know. It's what people send me to build too, you know. It's not within my control. I've built a lot of beginner boards too, though. I built like maybe like 15 KBD 75s. I built like maybe like 6 or 7 KBD 8Xs. I built like Tofus. I built I've like done OEM mods, so like Vermillos. I've done like Cooler Master stuff. I've done other customs, duck boards, and like you know, like Korean custom stuff, LZ stuff, or like Senga and like TGR, whatever. Yeah, all kinds of variety. It's not always like this. It's just circumstantial. That was half the drive. We stayed halfway up. Oh my god, dude. You're insane. That's commitment. That's commitment to drive all the way out there like that. That's impressive. I'm glad it was good though. Need bigger facilities now, that's for sure. Ooh, so the community is getting big in New Zealand too, huh? That's good to hear though. Bigger community, bigger facilities, bigger meetups. Fun. Do you guys limit the number of boards that people can bring? Because I know that, for example, for the events that have been held in the United States, people have been organizers have been limiting people to 2 boards maximum, for example, because of table space. We didn't limit this one. I bought 5 with me. Oh yes, you brought 5 with you. I see. That's pretty wild actually. 5 is a lot. I mean, there was this one meetup I brought like almost like 10 boards, I think. But that was also because it was easy for me to bring them. But yeah. I just like would rotate them out. The studio photo shoot was the best thing happened at the meetup. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I mean, Tim Peaches has been talking about it, and I saw that Gawk posted a few photos too on Instagram. It's, yeah, pretty cool stuff to have a professional photographer there and whatnot. Can't wait for the Melbourne meetup in September. Ooh, fun. Melbourne, huh? That's cool. So I guess you'll see like Wilba and stuff. Rama fam. Lots of cool people over there in Melbourne. I would love to visit Australia one day, but yeah, it's a long way out. Very expensive tickets, and have to consider spending over there too. It's a lot. One day would love to plan a trip out there. Would be fun, huh? Kind of tempted to go. We're setting up a photo booth area too. I think Rama just confirmed. Very nice. Fun times. Fun times. Alright, I think I soldered everything. I'm gonna test everything first before we continue. Rama truly on another level with the marketing, design, IMO. Their online presence is the best. They have definitely a very commanding online presence, that's for sure. Let's test this out. The switch hitter's fine. Alright, everything works. I think the function key works fine too. Alright, if that's the case, we need one more thing to solder. I was asked to solder an LED. So we're gonna solder an LED. Let's take a look at the orientation of this. I think that's the cathode. So let's see. Need to test it out, so. Let's test it out. Okay. What's up? Solder that guy. Alright. And we're done. Yo, Moon, hello. Smart cookies at Rama? For sure. I mean, a good marketing team definitely takes a lot of brains. How are you, Moon? Alright, we're done here. Alright, everybody, let's assemble this guy now. How about I actually go and wash my hands really quick? I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be back shortly, but I'm just gonna wash my hands really quick. I feel like a little greasy. I'll just go wash my hands. I'll be back in like a minute. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's put this guy together now. So let's get bump-ons and screws. Let's put the bump-ons on. Are you going to get an F2 or frog? I don't know. I don't know yet. Maybe. I'll consider it, but yeah, it depends on the budget probably. I do have a lot of boards too, so. Kind of interested in seeing what the frog looks like. F2, it's like an improved version of the F1 essentially, so I'm also looking forward to see how it looks IRL, but we'll probably have to think about it. Alright, bump-ons are in. Let's get these screws out here. Is the AC kind of loud? Might be a little loud, huh? It's like been on. Okay, let's open this guy up. So we have hex. I just got piggy, so no frog. I see. Depends on that stipend allocation. Yeah. Well, there's that, but also like my own like savings and whatnot. So. And also, like, depending on if I want to buy other things more. Like, right now, for example, like, CRP is something that I definitely want to buy more than other stuff, so I'm more keen on spending on that rather than, like, some keyboards. Do you have any pubs I could check out? Love to see your research. Oh, publications. I only have, like, second author stuff. I have not been a first author on anything yet. So it's technically not my work. I've not been the first author on anything, so it's not fully out. Do you see Zekin's new announcement? Nope, I have not. Why? What is it? Second author is pretty OP too. Well, I'm in a small lab, so second author is essentially, it's essentially everything. Like, you know, it's like, it's about the same. All right, so here we have a top mount TKL today. Let's put these on now. Slightly bigger screws on these. He reimagined the ogre keygen. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So like an ogre V2, huh? It's not like you're on there for fun. Oh, you mean research-wise? I guess so, but still, I would not give myself much credit there. I genuinely would not. I don't think I know enough to like talk about my research like I really know it and stuff. There's still quite a bit to learn. I'm kind of just getting started. So, yeah. I know the premise of it, but I can't say I have any original work to be proud of. And TBH, I've been a little bit... I've been having troubles focusing on the work I'm doing. So, I think it's this summer mostly. Summer times give me a bit... have a bit of a hard time in the summer. Alright, so here it is. Screwed on. Just put it in. We're gonna do no foam or anything. We're just gonna go right in. No foam. And put these guys back in. You sound mad humble? No. I seriously don't like know that much. I know principles, but like I haven't done any like original work really. Like I really have not done much work. I have to be very honest with you. I've not been very productive recently, or motivated. But I'm still trying. I'm still doing stuff. I'm still interested for sure. When you've been working on something for too long, the disillusionment is real. Yeah, I definitely do feel I have a bit of burnout from my MD phase of things. I spent a little too long trying to pass boards, and then kind of got thrown back into the PhD, and I've kind of been feeling like I definitely have like symptoms of burnout, like where I like have had to deal with kind of like settling back into a pace, right? That stuff is hard. I think that's the harder stuff. Hold up. I need to read that. It took me 2 years for my project to finally get published. I really know that feeling. Dry lab, by the way? Oh, thank you. Reading that makes me feel hopeful, actually. It gives me a lot of energy because it's true. Even if you work in a dry lab, it's rough. Are you MD PhD? So I was MD PhD. I started off as an MD PhD and I dropped med school recently. I didn't pass boards, and decided that it was not my path to follow. So yeah. So I'm just doing my PhD now. That's who I am. I spent a lot of years. I spent a lot of years doing stuff that amounted to just a few credits. But yeah. Anyway, so drew us. We actually already have a key set in mind. I was thinking of doing EPBT retro Cyrillic, which I think looks pretty nice. So I might go with that. Should we go with that? EPBT retro Cyrillic, good. Yeah, let's just go with it. Fuck it. Speedrun is a bit tough though. Hey GC, hello. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Alright. Let's get this guy on here. Just PhD. Well, I mean, I guess it's a big change for me, okay? I think it's in the perspective of what I was doing, it's a bit... That's all. I'm not trying to be... You know, I'm not trying to demean anyone or, like... Or diminish what I've done, you know. It was just a big change, that's all. Looks completely like the K80 we built yesterday. Well, it is a black TKL after all, so yeah. And possibly inflating the price of that one GMK set. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Saved. Save your points. Save your dollars. Save yourself from some headaches. Grandpa Diego, maybe sometime next year we'll be celebrating your graduation on stream. Next year? No, that's too soon. Graduating next year is way too soon. Way too soon. Talk to me in a few years. Like maybe 2 or 3 years. 2 or 3 years. At least. And then I'll have an idea of where I'm going. I'll for sure have an idea of where I am going at that point. Let's just toss these. Hope the sounds of the city have been stream friendly tonight. I was recording a few typing tests earlier, and yeah, I said fuck it. My street had some music going on, whatever. People will hear it, and I'll just, you know, if someone says something in the comments, I'll just be like, sorry, it's New York. Otherwise it means I have to record like in the dead of the night, right? Which is not what I'm gonna do. Not today. I'm often up pretty late, but I was just like, nah, I'm good. Not today. Not in the mood. You know, you just gotta live with it. I'm so shook. Huge decision, I'm sure, but it sounds like you made the right choice for sure. I think I made the right choice for myself, yeah. I do think I made the right choice for myself. It's made me feel a lot lighter about what I'm doing, like as in like better, and I totally feel much more confident and kind of like it feels like a bit of a blank slate, not complete reset, but still a bit of a blank slate. And TBH, it's not like I didn't learn or didn't meet awesome people. and have a network around those people. But you know, you live and you learn. But it's like, it's better than having gone through the career choice and then regretting being in it as a career person. So I was kind of glad that I kind of went through it, suffered through it a bit, and got out when I realized what my limitations were. I think that's the most important part. Like when you realize what your limits are and then you like accept them. You dropped out of med school? Yeah, I did. Am I gonna be given a lecture? You shouldn't have. You should have kept going. Too late now, but congrats for figuring it out. I know miserable doctors. Yeah, me too. I've talked to a few miserable doctors myself. So I know what that means, what that statement entails. So yeah, no, big deal, but I don't regret it. It's a good thing. Don't regret the past at all. Let's see, home page up. Insert. How do your parents take it? They actually took it pretty well. It's mostly because they also knew what I was doing, as in like I kept them posted about it, and they were always aware, and so they knew that the possibility was there, and most importantly, they support that I'm doing what I want to do for myself, because they know that if I force myself to do something, I would be miserable myself, you know. So they took it pretty well, actually. I thought it would be a bit more disappointing for them, but they actually took it really well. Yeah. I felt bad, of course, but you know, people can tell you what you should and you shouldn't do, but the one who actually has to live your life is you. Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much how I feel about it, like pretty strongly. So. Let's see. Speak an artisan. Speak. Feeling this egg face here today. Miss Argentina, I believe. And I have the perfect novelty. Cha-chan! Little cherry novelty. I'm a miserable investment banker. At least we know we are in it for the money. True. That's true. Like I think I know people in iBanking too who are, you know, not super happy with their careers, but at least they know that they're making money, and like, you know, there's a profitable aspect to it, and like, you know, pros and cons, right? You kind of know it and you kind of just move along with it. So that part I do understand. Where's my USB-C connector? Here it is. Found it. Yo, Jay. Thank you so much for the 2 gifted tier 1 subs. My friend, how are you doing? Oh, so another thing about the KFE CE is that it's USB-C instead of USB mini. Because the first round of KFE was USB mini B. And I'm gonna turn off the fan, I mean the AC now. Turn off briefly. How do you like the TCV3? Oh, I love the TCV3. I think it's a steep board, but it's so cool. It's such a cool board. Like I love this weird layout. There's so much functionality to it, and at the same time preserves that classic duck look. It's a lovely board though. Alright. Oh yeah, you guys want to check something out? Oh well, you guys will see it soon. Let me open up monkey type. Wait. Alright, let's open up monkey type. And we'd love you to pick your brain sometime. Yeah, sure. We can talk sometime. Have you joined my Discord? Are you in my Discord? If not, you can just enter, like, you know, it's the link. There's a second link in that command. You can join my Discord and you can like talk to me there if you want sometime later. Definitely seen a few people who have. I've had a few people ask me questions about their apps and whatnot. So, yeah. All right, let's. Oopsie, that's right. Let's check it out. Oopsie, too close. Too close. Maybe a bit too close. That's good. All right, let's turn that off. And let's get this mic closer. Okay. Literally oscillate between MD and PhD throughout college. I wasn't sure either, so I understand. At least it's paid for. That is true. That I'm very fortunate that I don't owe people, like I don't owe the school money in that sense. That was a big relief, for sure. Alrighty. So you planning to stay in New York? Yeah, I'm staying in New York at least until I'm doing my until I'm done with my degree. Oh, was I gonna show you? This. Cha-chan! Little QMK flickering thingy. OTD light. OTD light. Like it flickers when you type. It's just a QMK. It's just a so I had to flash it with regular QMK hex file, where in the keymap.c file, you basically write a custom command in the user, like process user, like that C function, right? In that function, you basically write when you press enable all your backlight LEDs, and when you release, you turn them all off. That's basically, it's super simple. It literally is like 4 lines of code, or like 5 lines, you know, whatever it is. But that's basically what it is. But unfortunately, you have to give up VIA if you do that. So I had to give up on VIA for that, but it's fine. You know, it's not that big of a deal. All right, so let's get started. Let's type. All right, here we go. So this is EPBT Retro Cyrillic PBT caps on a polycarb plate with we have some JWK linear Snow White switches, which I actually don't know much about these switches, but they're being sold on 415keys.com, I believe. They're just white linear switches from JWK. They're lubed with 205 and with Deskeys films, I believe. So here we go. Oh, H1 recolors. Oh, okay, cool. Ooh, I might like these then. All right. Oops, this window's a little bit too far for me to see. Oops. Is the F13 bound to every key press? Yeah. It's any key press will trigger it, even itself. It's basically upon any key press, turn on the light, release, turn off the light. Basically, it's super simple. Pretty neat. I like how PBT sounds on this board, but let's do it one more time. Let's do it. This is not CRP. This is ePBT actually. This is ePBT. This is EnjoyPBT. Let's get one more shot. How do you get the key to light up whenever there's a key press? I wrote a small function on the QMK keymap.c file for this particular hex file. So you just edit your keymap.c file like within for the PCB that you're about to flash, right? And then you make your hex file after you write that little function. The function basically is upon any key press, turn on all your backlight LEDs, and then turn it off if there's release, like if you release your key press. Yeah. So here are the modifiers for this board. Alright, so that's what it sounds like. Ooh, whoa. Yep. So the light would irritate you? I could see that. I could see it irritating people. It does sound pretty nice. So, first of all, like the nice part about the KFE or the Koala or like these low profile boards, or specifically this one, is that there's very little space inside, and so it doesn't sound hollow. It's a nice part, I think. Very low profile, very low angle, so it's pretty flat relative to the desk. So guys can check out the profile of the board here. Let me disable the typing test. Oh. Alright, so do you know the typing angle? I'm pretty sure it's like 5 degrees for the koala. It's like 5 degrees or something like that. 4 degrees, 5 degrees, something like that. Yeah, it's very, very flat. But Druas, you're not wrong. I mean, I think a lot of switches kind of sound pretty similar now. Yeah, I mean, what can you expect? Like, it's like reinventing the wheel. Well, you can't really do that. So that's what this looks like from the top, which is a very nice, clean look. What I like about this particular board is, I mean, this one has uniform bezels all around, rounded corners. A bit different from some other boards, I think. And then this is the side. And here's the bottom. The bottom's cool with the weights and all. Bit of a fingerprint magnet with the black, but still looks pretty neat. Again, side profile. You guys can see it in different lighting. Has a very soft curve. Basically, it's the KFE is essentially a replica of the Koala by Corellis, an old Korean keyboard enthusiast / designer from the OTD.kr forums. But yeah, this one has a USB-C port that's pretty nice and tight. They designed around the PCB. But yeah, it's basically a Koala replica with an F13 key. That's basically what this board is. Yeah. Beige so good with everything? Beige is good with a lot of things for sure. Yeah. So here's for the thumbnail. Alright. Like, so my GAT inks in this TCV3 sound a bit different. And these have double shots. Do you prefer F13 over standard? I actually prefer standard over F13. I don't mind that F13 gives it symmetry, like in this cluster, right? Gives it that symmetry for the top row. But what I don't like about F13 is basically that it compresses the separation between these F row clusters. So it makes it feel a little bit too tight. Do you remember where you got that limo cable? Yeah, I mean, I got it from a friend of mine. So a friend made it. So yeah, it was not like, it's not something that you can like just buy at a vendor or something. But you can definitely ask if they have similar connectors. This is just like a limo lookalike. It's not original limo. Original limo looks very different from this actually. But it's just a thin connector that kind of looks like a limo. Push-pull also. Yeah, push-pull. Which CRP am I getting? I'm getting a bunch. I'm getting Hebrew, Cyrillic. Sorry, I'm like spacing out. Yeah, sorry. Hebrew, Cyrillic. What else is there? Like Tulip, Greek Tulip, Desco Black, a bunch of other stuff. But let me see. Let me see what my CRP stuff was gonna look like. I haven't ordered CRP yet, actually. So I haven't yet ordered CRP, but it's gonna be a pretty fat order, actually. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting, yeah, Hebrew, Greek Tulip, ANSI, Cyrillic. and Japanese black pink. Probably gonna get those. Where are you getting from? Syrup Labs? Yeah, either probably Syrup Labs. If yeah, unless there's any other extenuating circumstance, probably Syrup Labs. APL, I already have APL, so I'm not getting APL. But if you don't have APL, I would most definitely get APL. I would most definitely get APL if you don't have APL, because in my opinion, the best CRP sets this round are, I mean, or at least the ones I like the most are APL, Arabic, Peacock, and one of the Hebrews probably. Yeah, really, really good. Cyrillic is good, but we've seen a lot of Cyrillic variants too, so yeah. Arabic is definitely one of my favorites for sure. Do y'all have any other questions about the board? Anything specific? Yeah. So actually we finished early today. I mean, well, earlier than my usual 3-hour streams, because I actually did my stabs more quickly today. And can you describe CRP's texture? Sure. Actually, recent EPBT is pretty smooth, but I would say it's a bit smoother than this, maybe. CRP texture. Where do I have CRP right now? Oh, yeah. CRP. Hold up. I have my Arabic set on this. Which mod CRP? I'm probably gonna get all in because it's easier to manage. And like R5 for any of the relevant ones. So for the Sakura one, for the Japanese one, I would not get R5 because the novelties are R4. Do you file the plate to get step caps? Yeah, I did. I did file the plate slightly with the hand file. So this is Arabic. Arabic texture, like CRP texture, is really smooth. So there is a bit of a like grippiness, but it's not. It's barely, like, you can barely feel it. It's actually just very smooth. It's not like a glossy feel like ABS, like GMK feels like. It's more like I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a very fine sand. Even finer than that, like Cancun sand, but finer? I'm not sure. It's just a very fine, very smooth top texture. Like it's been polished, but not quite. Just a very, 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 very fine top texture. Yeah. Velvety? Yeah, maybe, yeah. It's not like leathery or anything. Fine luxury sand. Yeah. Cancun sand is a way to describe it. Cancun sand before like the hurricanes hit. Yeah. Frosted glass with plastic. Okay. Yeah, that works. That works actually. Frosted glass with plastic. Yeah, just not like it's not like glass where it has that grippiness where, like, if you press really hard, just like grips on your finger. Yeah. Heard someone say it sounds like wet sand. Oh, feels like wet sand. Oh. Yeah. Something like that. Just very, very fine. It's very nice though. I really like the CRP top texture. It actually comes very close to what original cherry PBT feels like. So original cherry is also like that. I think they really try to replicate it as closely as possible, which is their goal. Their goal is to replicate cherry PBT sets. That's actually the real goal of CRP. Classic reissue profile, meaning reissuing a classic profile, aka cherry profile, and then reissuing the specific keycap sets that original cherry keyboards had at one point in time. Yeah. So people are always like, oh, is CRP ever gonna do more colors? Maybe, but not now. The goal is to get this right. Can you explain some of the history? I know that APL is based on well, APL is like its own like language basically, and Tulip is the Tulip keys. They basically have like different colored like accents and stuff, right? Like you've seen the graphic accents and stuff. Those are because there's a specific keyboard in the there are specific Cherry models that were made for the I think the EU Parliament boards, and they had these keys with those pad prints, like colored pad print, and they're called like Tulip keys or something like that. Or like the brand rather of the boards was Tulip, but it was like made by Cherry. Like companies would commission Cherry for boards, just like GMK makes keyboards too, by the way, and they make keycaps heads for those boards. It's so it's the same way, but back when Cherry was leading in that commercial side of things. Yeah. You can look it up. You just go to Google and look up like Cherry Tulip keyboard, and then maybe type like Deskeys, because normally Deskeys is a bank of info. So if you type Cherry Tulip keyboard Deskeys, literally the first result, I click it, Tulip branded Azurity G81 3246 HAF strange Azurity or something like that. And here it says, it's coming from Belgium. I think it's Flemish layout. 5 color caps, that's uncommon. Lasered, maybe, but seems to be pretty good legends to me, like multi-shot. And then you see those examples of those keycaps. And then people talk about it. Just look things up. If you are in doubt, just look it up. Yeah. Where can I find mod pipe CRP? In the trash. Just kidding, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they actually they don't offer mod tilde and mod pipe, I think, right? I don't think the kitting even has it, which is amazing. Respect. That's the way to do it. Yeah, I think the mod kits actually don't even have mod tilde and mod pipe. Look at these guys, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Yeah, they don't have it. Good shit. Look at that. Oh, they do have one mod tilde. One mod tilde. Oh no. Sacrilege. Oh, it's okay. Whatever. Anyway. Random. Delete from brain. Yeah. Memory's capped out. I'll burn the mod tilde. Please don't do that. Melting plastic is dangerous, or like it's not good, like to smelling the fumes and that kind of stuff. So don't do it. Don't be wasteful. It's bad for the environment too. All right, that's all I have for tonight. If y'all don't have any questions, I'm gonna see who we can read. Let's see, makers and crafting. But today was fun. It was a fun and fast build. This came out really nicely. I'm actually very pleased with this board. At KFE, I know it's a nice board though, because I have a KFE myself. Let's see. Kimchi Jody Boy is beginning to stream soon. McMerlin is doing group buy news, but considering the time, I think he might be on the end, like on the tail end of it. So we can go raid Jody if you guys want. What is Jody doing today though? Save money, live better, Walmart? What? What are you doing today? He just went live though. Maybe he knew that I was gonna raid him, and so he went live. Who knows? Maybe that's what he was doing. What's your favorite keyboard? Oh man, there's too many. Ooh, audio please. Audio please don't do this. Okay. I don't know why my audio goes whack sometimes. I like a lot of keyboards. I like the original HHKB. I like my Real 4s. I like like my TRJMB2. I like this Duck TCV3, for example. I like a lot of boards. I don't have a favorite. I like a lot of them. They all have pros and cons. Like, I like the thermal, the Juby, fantastic boards. Yeah. When you have more than a couple of keyboards, that concept of favorite fades away quite quickly, actually. Also because you realize that keyboards aren't that much different. Like, you kind of develop a general taste, and then as long as it kind of fits in that box, it's good to go. No pun intended, because keyboards are like boxes. We have more than 20 keyboards, please. Alright, let's go raid Kimchi Jody Boy. So, next stream, my friends, I might be building a Heine TKL 1 or a 7V possibly. I'm not sure which one goes first, but those two builds are coming soon. So just so you know. Yeah, I think that's all I have to announce. But yeah, more TKLs and 75% and some other stuff coming. But yeah. Nice emails, Jeff Leopard. Thank you. Alright. Let's go raid and support Mr. Jody. Yeah. I don't have a raid message actually. I was gonna type something up, but I don't really have anything. So I'll see you guys next time. Sometime in the middle of this week. Early this week rather. But I'll catch you guys very soon. Have a good rest of your Sunday if it's still Sunday, and a good start to your week. Goodbye.